Hello, and welcome to Because I Fell Asleep in Class, the podcast where four family members share facts that you may have learned had you not fallen asleep in class. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Casper.
And I'm Brandy.
You did it, Caitlin. Good job.
We got through it.
Better than last week. Or last episode.
Whenever.
Oh my god, that pizza looks so good.
It is.
It's very good.
Like, that looks amazing.
Don't be jealous.
Before we get too far into it, I do have to do a disclaimer. I am in our bedroom that doesn't have a door, so I can't block out. You're going to hear a lot of background noise. We have company over. It's Derek's family, and so the kids are going crazy.
This is a professional podcast. You should have a
I
studio
know.
by now.
In my defense, I told Derek when we first scheduled that when we were going to do this, and he completely forgot last night when he invited everyone over. And now my son is trying to climb the gate.
Zane!
I have a child gate up, and now he's trying to climb it, and now he busted it. Zane. Okay, go ahead.
Zane, how do you spell your name? Hey, Zane, how do you spell your name?
Z-N... I don't know.
You knew last night.
Z-N...
It's an A.
Z-A... N... Z-B... I don't know. No.
Z-A-N-E.
Z-A-N-E...
Good job.
Okay. Alright, bye, I love you. Now please, I am trying to do this, okay?
Your mullet is on point, dude. It's very demure. How do you say that word?
Demure.
I don't know, I don't even understand
Demure.
it. It's stupid. And Bailey is trying so hard to climb the bed, too.
Mom?
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say the word stupid. Okay.
You have all that company, and yet where are they?
She wants to say hi, and when she says hi, I want you guys to leave. Come here. We're glad we could start recording.
I too.
Hi, Ellis.
Hi, naked
Oh, goodness.
baby.
I'm gonna come up here in the picture in this. Not the picture in this. You can't. They can't see you. They can't see you. And Brandy.
If my face starts turning red, okay. 'Cause
Moxie.
Hi, Rox.
We're just gonna have a podcast
Hi,
with
Alice.
kids tonight.
Hey, Moxie. Hey, Moxie.
You say hi? They're saying hi.
Hi. What you doing?
Derek!
Moxie, do you want to get on Roblox to get me?
Zane wants you to get on Roblox.
No, you're not getting on Roblox right now.
Okay.
Did you do your homework?
Okay. I want
You
to
read?
I can't get on Roblox.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I wanted to go on Roblox. I want to go on Roblox.
Of course, as soon as we hit record. all the
Welcome
kids
to our
come.
podcast, everyone.
Don't
We
lift
literally-
my hair!
And then they all came.
Come
I
on.
haven't washed it in like 4 days. It's probably pretty nasty. Alright, you gotta go now. All the other kids left. Alright. Are we
Okay.
ready? We're just gonna.
Nope.
I got one crotch goblin hanging on me, so.
How was everyone's week?
Not over.
Okay, how was everyone's weekend?
It was
It was
hot.
fine. I saw you.
I saw you guys.
Yeah, it was a big pain in the ass.
It was really freaking hot. That's how my weekend was.
Yeah?
Ow, it was like 105 on Sunday. Ouch. But I put up my fall decorations.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Nice.
Yeah. Gabe yelled at me because he says fall doesn't start till September 23rd. And I said, no, football starts this week, so
Yep.
decorations go up.
You know what I forgot? Tomorrow night is the first KU game, and we almost scheduled this, and I was like, oof. Good thing we didn't.
Yep, my boss took tomorrow off so that he can go to the game.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, he's a season ticket holder, so
Yeah, I'm saying that sucks. He has a poor life.
I know, right? Do you know how much those season tickets cost? They like raise their price now so that now they can pay their athletes. And for like the 4 seats where they sit, it's like $17,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because they consider it like a donation or whatever for those seats.
Dang.
It'd be nice to have money like that, right?
I agree.
Okay, go away.
Anybody else have anything else to say, or you guys just want to jump in?
We went to the aquarium.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Ooh.
It was
Zane
actually
had a
see
better than I
some-
thought it
time.
was.
You see some fishies?
We
No.
did.
Not a single fish.
How about a shark?
Nope,
Can
they
we
don't.
throw a
exist.
child into the shark tank?
That one right behind you?
Mm-hmm.
We only saw birds.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
We did see an elephant, too.
Oh, at the aquarium? An
Yeah.
elephant?
It was swimming.
And a
Oh,
giraffe.
that's nice.
And a giraffe, yep.
They need water.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep,
think
that's all I got.
somebody's about to... Moxie's fish isn't doing too well. I think she's getting old.
Moxie's getting old.
Well, yeah, that one too. Yeah,
No,
she
I
say
called
bitch?
you old.
Oh my yeah. No, she goes, did you call Pearl old?
I
You're
thought
the
she
only
said-
old one here.
Okay. I thought she said, bitch, who you calling old? And I was
I
like,
say with that look on her face and the attitude. She gets that from her aunt.
What? Definitely not me.
Old.
What happened?
Jalen walked by and goes, that's true, Mox. In his deep baritone voice. That's true, Mox. Okay, go away. We're trying to record. Go away.
All
Get
right.
lost.
Anything else?
Nope.
No.
Okay. By the way, Granny really enjoys watching us, so.
Oh my god, has she really been watching us?
Yeah,
Hi,
Dad
Granny.
put it on for her.
Oh god.
So say
She's
hi.
like, I know those people.
Hi, Granny.
Hey, Granny.
Hi, Granny.
She also apparently said that she did learn some things, so
Oh, well, that's good.
yeah.
We're educating at least one person.
probably
This is
the
true.
only one we're educating, but, you know, we take the wins where we can get them.
Yes.
Okay, so we're doing Illinois.
Yep.
Yeah? Right, Caitlin? We're not doing
Yep.
Ohio?
No, we're not doing Ohio. I really
Yeah.
wanted to do Ohio because I found a really funny news story for Ohio, and I was like, I want to use it.
So we're doing Illinois. And I'll just start. So Illinois became the 21st state to enter in the Union on December 3rd, 1818. Before that, though, it was actually discovered by 2 explorers in 1673, Louis Joliet and Ysit Father Jacques Marquette. Yep.
Nailed it.
I felt like Casper there. It says that they discovered it when they floated down the Great Mississippi, entering up the Illinois River and crossed the portage to Lake Michigan, where Chicago now stands. And I got more, but I'll go ahead and let whoever else wants to go.
Is it me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Illinois, or Illinois.
Yuck. Don't say it like that.
I was like, isn't the S like silent? It's just like that
It is.
letter that doesn't need to be there.
It's like what's the
Like
other?
pneumonia and opossum. No, opossum. Pneumonia.
There's a city.
Pneumonia.
Is it Saint? No, I don't know. There's another city that like you don't pronounce or you don't say the S's or something. I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry,
Okay,
I'll shut
so
up.
Illinois was named after the river Illinois,
What?
which was named by French explorer René Robert Chauvier in an attempt to map the region's many rivers and waterways. The French explored the area in the 1600s. They gave the names to different villages and rivers based on things and people they encountered on the explorations. The name was actually derived from the Native American word Illinois or Illinois week, which means best people. So Illinois means best people. The nickname is the Prairie State and also the land of Lincoln. And the state motto is State Sovereignty, National Union.
Okay.
Nice,
This
very nice.
Des Moines, Tiffany.
Des Moines. There we
You
go.
don't say the
That's what
two S's in Des Moines.
Yeah, it's not Des Moines. Des Moines. Des Moines.
Is Moines?
Sorry, Caitlin, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
It's fine. Casper, can you turn down your volume a little bit, please? I can hear myself.
You don't like to hear your lovely voice?
One, no, and two, I'm worried it's gonna echo if I can hear myself.
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you. So, the state capital of Illinois is Springfield. The population as of 2022 was 12.58 million, and that's per the U.S. Census Bureau. And the governor since 2019 is J.B. Pritzker. I hope I said that right. And I found that on Google.
Google AI. That keeps popping up on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like every time I put in, like, I did the origins of the two things that we had, the food and the drink.
Yeah.
And like Google AI did I was like, no, I want to go to the actual website. Quit doing this.
It is really attractive watching you pick your teeth on camera, honey.
Lee's trying to discreetly do mine with my tongue.
I'm trying to, but just stuck in there pretty good.
What?
That's
I
what she
don't want
said.
to know what you do with your tongue.
Caitlin knows what I do with my tongue.
Gabe likes my tongue.
Yep, I knew you were going to say that.
Stop talking about it. Quit. Both of you.
You like it.
Yeah.
No, you do. Whose turn is it?
No, don't. I don't like
You
hearing
like
about
Derek's tongue.
Next.
Okay, interesting
What?
fact, Brandy.
I have like a bajillion of interesting facts. Look at these tiny, tiny print here.
Why did you do that to yourself?
I don't know, because like my
I don't
eyes
think we
aren't
need a
already
bajillion.
bad. My computer's not working, so I had to like print it. Alright. I'll just pick out some neat little ones here. So, the home insurance building in Chicago was the world's first skyscraper, and it was built in 1885. The Sears Tower in Chicago is the tallest building in North America. Did we already state the fact that Illinois was the first state to ratify the 13th Amendment to the Constitution to abolish slavery?
Nope.
I didn't know if we said that. I thought that was
Nope.
pretty neat. I did not learn that in school, and I feel like I should have.
Is it because you fell asleep in class?
Or I just wasn't paying attention, because history was very boring, depending on which teacher was teaching it. What was the really good teacher at Meade that taught history? Not Meade. Fairbury.
Suey?
Yes. I liked his class.
Yeah. Suey was the best.
So, the ice cream sundae was named in Evanston, Illinois. Supposedly. There's still... fights over that, but that's where they say that the word Sunday came from.
Mm.
What's that Sunday came from today?
Oh, in Mount Pulaski, this one kind of ties in with Caitlin's here with her weird laws, but I thought it was really interesting. In Mount Pulaski, Illinois, it is legal for boys, and only boys, to hurl snowballs at trees.
At
I
Girls
didn't
can
have that
go
on my
up
list.
at trees. Girls can go up and throw snowballs at trees, but boys may not.
Is it because they were throwing them so hard they'd break the tree?
I don't know. The Nabisco factory in Chicago is the world's largest bakery at 1,800,000 square feet. Illinois generates more nuclear power than any other state. The world's tallest man is from Alton, Illinois. Robert Pershing Wadalo was 8 feet 11 inches and weighed 491 pounds. And wore a size 37 shoe.
Oh my gosh.
And the first all-color TV station debuted in Chicago.
37. Okay, hold on. Do our feet like inches? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wear a 7.5, so I'm 7.5 inches, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So his feet were 36 inches.
37.
37 inches. That's literally as tall as Zane is.
Mm-hmm.
When you put it into perspective like that. That's insane. Sorry. I just had
No,
to.
you're good.
Well,
That's
that's
weird when you
3.
think about it that way.
It's 3 feet. So 1 foot is 3 feet.
Well, he was 8 feet 11 inches.
His feet's bigger than Shaq's.
Massive feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put Zane on my shoe and just.
Well, did you hear about the new Florida basketball player that they just brought in from Canada?
No.
He's 7 foot 9 inches.
Holy cow. How do you even how are you even capable of moving? Like running, like being athletic, I guess. I don't know.
They're really not. You ever see
So
him
you
run?
don't have to be. He's not. He barely has to jump to dunk it. So they just put those tall people there in the middle to like stand there and throw them the ball. The Chicago Bears was first known as the Staley Bears. I am glad they renamed them.
The
Yeah.
Bears.
Chicago is known as the candy capital of the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
A law in Illinois gives any person under the age of 21 legal permission to consume alcohol if they are enrolled in a culinary program. The public library, the Chicago Public Library, holds the most books out of any public library.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. That's
Speaking
surprising.
of Chicago,
You would like to read.
do you guys did you guys ever watch the show The Bear?
Yeah.
Casper
No,
did.
I haven't. Gabe started it. I don't know if he ever watched
It's
more of
very
it,
good.
but I've heard it's good.
It's not too
Casper, how far I was gonna say how far are you into it?
bad. I finished last season.
Derek and I are like 2 episodes in, like, from finishing it. I like it.
And my last one is all 3 Home Alone movies were filmed in Chicago.
Yep.
Really?
Even though
Yeah.
it was in New York.
Yep.
Yeah. That's interesting.
How are they going to
But
know?
yeah, there's over 50 on here, and I'm not going to read all of them. It hurts my eyes to have to look at something that small.
Yeah.
Where's
You want to hear about how big Illinois is? Did you already go over that?
We did not.
I had to walk away. I'm sorry, because my child was being very naughty.
You walked away.
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
There was an empty square. For a little
You're too busy reading, not paying attention.
Yeah. Well, and then I tried to carry, because he got on the screen for a minute and I took him away. he held on to Derek's dresser, and I didn't realize he had it on, so I kept walking, and he smacked his face right into the dresser. And then I put him over the gate, and then he turned around and tried climbing the gate again, and I'm like, dude.
He just wants to watch you, Mommy.
That's literally, yeah, he's like,
I
just
heard
want
him say, I just want to watch you.
Yeah.
But then I didn't see you disappear. I kind of ignored you.
Who's talking?
So, Illinois' land area and water areas are approximately 58,000 miles.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And Illinois measured 385 miles long and 218 miles wide. Okay. I got more, but nah.
Okay.
Let's talk about this pizza.
That you guys are eating.
It's very good.
The public library holds over 2 million books.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I
Ooh.
needed that.
Can you tip it? I want to see the toppings. Ooh. That's sauce on top.
That's how they make it.
Sauce?
It's toppings and sauces on top.
Yep.
Oh.
So they make it, I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but they make it in a cast iron dish, and the
She
crust,
looks drunk in that picture.
sorry, Derek walked in. The crust is, I can't remember how many inches deep it is.
4 inches thick.
800.
Did Derek just make a dirty joke?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well,
Derek, you're dirty.
It's 8 feet 11 inches.
okay. The dish is 8 feet 11 inches deep.
Wait a minute. It's 8 feet deep? Really?
That's what
11
Casper
inches.
said.
It's as big
8
as the
feet,
tallest
11
person
inches.
ever.
Yeah. And it's about 37 inches wide.
Yep.
So as big as his feet.
This is the biggest fucking
and then
pizza.
Damn, I want to swim in that pizza.
You definitely could. It's like a really deep bathtub, basically.
A really deep bath.
That's a freaking swimming pool.
No, really, it's only 36 inches or 37 inches wide, so
Yeah, but
like a
deep,
horse
it's
tank.
almost 9 feet deep.
It's like the world's
It's like you can do
deepest
1
swimming
mile.
pool.
Back and forth.
it's like a hot tub. Like the world's deepest hot tub, basically.
But with marinara sauce.
Yes. So how they make it is crust and then mozzarella toppings, so sausage, whatever. The most Chicago based pizza or whatever, it said they mainly use sausage, but obviously there's a whole bunch of different varieties. And then the sauce goes on top of that. So they basically make it opposite of what everybody else makes it.
And I think they're cool.
Yeah. Where'd you guys get your pizza from?
We got ours from Third Coast Pizza in Lenexa.
Yeah? Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good.
A little messy, but good.
Yeah. Well, nowhere around here makes that, so I had to get it frozen. And it cooked for 50 minutes. That's how long I had to cook it for. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But, so, I thought this was really funny. So I bought the pizza before I really, did a whole lot of my notes. And then come to find out that the pizza brand that I bought is actually, the people who invented the pizza. So I was like, oh, that was kind of a weird
Perfect.
coincidence.
There you go.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I would definitely love to go to Chicago and try
An original.
yeah.
I'm having an imaginary pizza.
Okay. Enjoy it for us.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You want me to eat another one just to rub in your face?
Yeah, would you please?
I can
No,
go
'cause
get a
I'm
slice
full.
too if you want me to.
My
You
cardiologist
say
would
it's-
already be mad I had 3 slices.
Oh,
Yikes.
as for Lee.
They're good.
It's very good. Okay, so I'll just start off. So the brand that I ate or whatever, it's Pizzeria Uno. And the owner of that place his name is Ike Sewell. I don't know. Or the original owner. He is no longer alive. But, so there is, I don't know, he created the rumor that he actually invented the deep dish pizza back in 1943. But that technically wasn't true. They did
Liar.
yeah, a historian decided to do a little bit deeper of a dive into it, and he actually found out that the place that the Pizzeria Uno, the restaurant, that location is where it started, but the original inventor, his name was, hold on, I gotta find it, Rick Ricardo. And
Ricky
it was,
Ricardo?
I was
yeah,
just like, Ricky Ricardo.
Wasn't he on I Love Lucy?
yes. How did you know?
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. And it was in 1943, but it wasn't by that Ike Sewell. Okay. So this Rick Ricardo, he grew up in northern Italy, and he brought pizza to Chicago. Chicago wasn't very known for any kind of pizza or whatever, so he decided to bring his Italian style to it that originated in, I always pronounce this wrong, Naples.
Naples.
I've been to Naples. No big deal.
Yes. And his style that he did was only mozzarella and tomatoes, so like mashed up tomatoes. It wasn't even really a sauce.
Isn't that kind of like a marguerite pizza?
Burrito.
Margarita pizza, yeah, kind of. Margarita pizza is
It's like pizza slice. It's sliced up tomatoes.
sliced up tomatoes, yeah. But there's no sauce on it, I don't think.
No, there isn't.
And there's basil.
It's like an
typically,
olive
too, I
oil
think.
dressing and basil. Margarita pizza is one of my favorites.
Yes, I love it. It's so good. And then some people put like basil on it, or they put spinach on it. So good.
And then I add chicken to mine.
Ooh,
Put
fancy.
a protein on there besides cheese.
Ooh. Okay, so I lost my place. Sorry. Hold on. Hold that. Time out. Okay.
I don't have the patience. You better hurry up.
I know.
I have a heart condition. Let's move it along.
There's other people that was also trying to take over or take credit for it, like the manager of Pizzeria Uno's, the restaurant or whatever, who is actually, he originated as a bartender, but he apparently for a while was telling people that he invented it, which obviously isn't true. Okay, the first deep dish pizza is, oh, here we go, was about an inch tall, and which is half the height of a modern pizza, which
Really?
that was the original.
Well, I guess
the
an inch is
first
pretty
deep
small.
dish.
An inch
Yeah.
is about God. So this deep
Yeah, but
dish
you
is
also
probably-
You
gotta
would know.
Oh my god.
I know what an inch is.
Now they're like 2 inches, aren't they?
What?
Now it's like 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what ours is.
So, and their dough that they made was basically just flour, yeast, salt, and water. But according to, hold on, I gotta find, okay, my source. I'll get to it in a second. In the 1950s, a lady named Alice May Redmond, she was a cook from Mississippi. She made the dough a little bit different so that it would be stretchier so that they could get a thicker thing, and her like main ingredient to do that was oil. But she did a recipe that resembled like the southern style biscuits. Yeah. Okay, so I already told you what the current deep dish pizza is, which is crust, mozzarella, your toppings, and then sauce. So a couple places that are very well known I should just say in Illinois, not just Chicago, in Illinois, that people highly recommend that you should go if you want to try some, is Lou Malnati's, and he was one of those people who also tried to take credit, but
Everybody tried to take credit.
I know. This restaurant was founded in 1971, so obviously that one was debunked.
You don't need fact checkers to figure that one out.
Yeah. This, I can't pronounce it. It's Pequod's. I think it's Pequud apostrophe S. They put a caramelized cheese crust on theirs. So, I don't know. That's pretty fancy. And then, how many did I say? Did I tell you guys how many? I don't know. There's only 3. The third one is Millie's Pizza in the Pan. I don't know.
Well, it's better than on the floor.
I know, right? But I don't know. It just talks about where it's located. But one of his popular combinations is cherry tomatoes, jalapenos, bacon, and pineapple.
Ooh, that sounds good. Throw some cream cheese on there, and I bet that's delicious.
I don't think that one is good. But these were all found at National Geographic website. Or that whole segment about the deep dish pizzas. But yeah.
Well, if you don't have never tried deep dish, I definitely recommend trying it, because it's pretty good. Luckily, we got a pizza place that'll make deep dish here.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was really good.
I mean,
I think
to be honest, it's not that much different. I mean, I feel like it's more the presentation than it is like the actual flavor. Like, it doesn't really taste any different, but it's definitely like presented different and it eats different. So,
well, I thought you tasted more of the marinara sauce than you would on a typical pizza. You probably could just right there on top.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I kind of liked it more just for the fact that usually when I get pizza, I don't think there's enough sauce, and I really like sauce. So I actually really enjoyed it because of how much sauce there was. Brandy, what did you eat tonight?
What did you think?
I say y'all are making me really hungry. It is really hard. Tonight I made pancakes and bacon and eggs for my kids, and not to sit there and eat that bacon is like torture.
What was your lean and green today?
So I have these egg life wraps that I have found that I really like.
Oh, yeah.
And I just put turkey on them with some mayonnaise and cucumbers from the garden.
Super, super yummy.
Yep.
So much better than deep dish.
Yeah. Throw the deep dish out the door. Give me some of that wrap.
Man, what were we thinking? We should have did wraps.
If I could just find the wraps that they make in flavored ones, then I would probably like it even more.
Bacon flavored, huh?
Oh, that would be nice. But no, they have like jalapeno flavored ones. And roasted tomato and stuff.
For some reason in my head, I thought you said bacon.
That would be amazing, but no. That'd be like artificial infused flavor.
Oh my god. Okay, so the drink that I chose was Jameson Irish whiskey. There it is. If you're watching us.
1 ounce of alcohol. See, not even full shot.
Oh, Casper, you're gonna have to fill us in because what I don't have is any Jameson, and what I'm not gonna buy is Jameson because then
you should buy it and then give it to Dad because Dad will drink Jameson.
Hey, I do it for the podcast. See, I'm more dedicated than everyone else.
Get it. Tell us how it smells first. Oh, just kidding.
Smells like Jameson.
Okay.
Tell us its earthy undertones.
Yeah, does it have like an oaky smell?
Or
smells like whiskey.
Okay. Thanks for that. Okay, so Jameson is an Irish whiskey.
Really?
Yes, and they've been going actually since 1780. I was actually really shocked when I heard that. I was like, holy shit, that's a really long
It says it
time.
on the bottle.
Does it? Okay. Good job.
I had my 1 ounce, now I'm drunk. All right, let's go.
Ew.
So I didn't write any notes because so I went to their website, their Jameson whiskey website, and the verbiage in this just, I don't know, there was just like funny little jokes or whatever, and I was like, this is just too good not to talk about, like not to include in my notes. So there may be some stuff that I do like verbatim on, but I thought it was pretty good. But it says, as you can imagine, producing a premium Irish whiskey that has been enjoyed for over 2 centuries takes a lot. But don't worry, we've distilled over 200 years of courage, craft, and a collective appreciation for taste into one short account. So here's the secret behind our signature smoothness, our process, and our people. Okay, so the thing about that you need to know about Jameson is 3 is their lucky number. Everything that they do, they try to include the number 3 somehow. I don't even know. So the first thing is so the owner or the original person, and I'll talk about him. But the original, maybe I should go to him first. I don't know. And now the website's not working. Cool.
I do have one question.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe you're going to answer this. What does Jameson have to do with Illinois?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, weren't the Irish kind of known in Chicago more for a long time?
Is that why?
Yeah. There was a lot of
Like
Irish,
the Chicago mob and stuff.
Yes.
Where's the Irish mob?
A lot of them, yeah. That's basically what it is, and they have a distillery there. Okay. I'll talk about him first. So the original John Jameson, and I say original because there are like 3, I think. 3 John Jamesons. It's him and his son, and then down the generation from there. So he was born in Alloa in Scotland in 1740, and then he came to Dublin in 1770s along with his 4 sons, who also all went into like the distilling lifestyle that he did, and they all did that in Ireland.
I thought you were about to say all their names are John Jameson.
No, just one of them, John Jameson II. So the original John Jameson, he died on the 3rd of December in 1823 at the ripe old age, this is literally what it says, verbatim, at the ripe old age of 83. Now take a look at the number of times 3 appears in that last sentence. So that's why they went with 3 on everything. But also, they distill their whiskey 3 times. Even to this day, like that's how he originally did it, and even to this day, that's how they do it.
That's probably
Imagine
why
if he died on the 21st. So they'd have to distill it 21 times.
Yeah, that would have just messed everything up.
They should have waited 3 more years to found it, because then it'd be 1783, not 1780.
Okay. Just keep going. It's fine. Say it. You got any more, Brandy? You got one?
For what? Huh?
Oh.
Wait, who's there?
I zoned so hard there. I was reading this one little fact, and I was like, I never want to visit the University of Chicago's football stadium. That's interesting.
Are you gonna enlighten us?
Oh, so the space chosen for the first nuclear fission reactor was a squash court under the football stadium.
Oh.
So under the University of Chicago's football stadium is a nuclear fission reactor.
They showed that in the movie Oppenheimer.
Yes, they do. I just now remember that. Oppenheimer was a weird movie to watch. Like, I enjoyed it, but I kind of felt like I was having a seizure at the same time. Because of like the moment it would like flash to the explosions and stuff, and I was like, I think I'm having a seizure right now. Like you'd be in the middle of a serious scene and then all of a sudden, psh, explosion, back to the serious scene.
Okay.
You've never seen it, have you?
No.
Nope.
Casper knows what I'm talking about.
It's a good movie.
Okay, so they basically make their whiskey the same exact way that they did in 1780. The other interesting thing was the reason it is called an Irish whiskey. Whiskey, besides the fact that, I mean, yes, it's made in Ireland. Shiced. Hold on.
They shites in it? And you let me drink it?
Good thing they distill it 3 times.
Huh?
It's like those monkeys that people eat the coffee beans from.
So, the law in Ireland states that a spirit must spend a minimum of 3 years maturing in Ireland to be called an Irish drink itself, okay? So the length of time that they allow for maturity isn't the same for every cask. I don't know. 2% of their whiskey is lost to evaporation over a year. Okay, this is called the angel's share, and after more than 230 years, they reckon it's theirs anyways, so I don't know what that means.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, okay, so how they get the oak-aged taste, that's why I asked you if it tastes a little oaky, is because they go through the US and Spain to provide their cask, which I didn't look into this, but I'm assuming their casks are like the barrels that they mature them in.
Yep.
Okay.
Your big whiskey barrels.
Gotcha.
Are they made of oak?
So they get it from the US and Spain who have already used them, their previous life of aging bourbon and fortified wine. And that leaves the seasoning that they use behind in it. And that gives it the toasted wood, vanilla, and sweet sherry personality that the whiskey has. Yeah. That's all I really wanted to go into.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite, or one of the Irish whiskeys I actually drink. There's just a couple of them.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this fun fact. Sorry. Hold on. So, where they originally distilled, they still have that building, and it's right over the river that's there, the Dungorney River. I have no idea if I pronounced that. So, they use the water from that river, and then they use the barley that they actually grow locally there. And then the maize, so the corn that they put into it, they ship or get it imported from south of France. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like literally the water that is right outside their door. And then the barley that's down the street is literally what it says. They grow it down the street.
They can't grow their own corn.
And they can't grow their own corn because of the weather, the climate there. So they go to France, south of France for that. That's what I got. Oh, you said this is your favorite?
Was I the only one drinking Jameson tonight then?
Yep.
We don't drink in my house.
We drink in ours. I just didn't want to buy it. And then
Dave has NA beer.
Gross.
Nothing wrong with that.
It tastes just like regular beer without the alcohol.
Okay, Friskies.
Hey, some of us can't drink. Jerk.
My bad.
Drunk.
Alcohol.
I'm literally... Okay, first off, just because I can drink doesn't make me an alcoholic. I just, am not
I
on
mean,
a
you were
diet,
wasted
don't have
this
health
last week.
issues, and are not on medication that makes me restricted. Okay? So fuck you all.
You were wasted this weekend.
What?
You slamming them down.
Mom and Dad must have been paying for him.
She had maybe 2 drinks the entire time she was here.
It's like,
I think she had one Friday night and one Saturday night, and that was it.
and Mom and Dad didn't pay for shit, so shut up. Alright, somebody else's turn.
Caitlin or Brandy?
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Da.
Sometime today, Junior.
Damn.
He
He has
wasn't
11.
What
ready.
are we supposed to debate about? Dad said we need to have more debating or more arguing. What are we supposed to debate about?
I don't know. I think he just likes hearing us fight.
Because if it's going to be the favorite child, that's always you, Tiff.
And there's no debate there.
No. No.
Why do we need to bid?
Well, I mean, they only have 2 children.
True.
Okay, Illinois government. So my source for this section is Britannica. So the state of Illinois has had 4 constitutions. Their first one was adopted in 1818. Their second one was adopted in 1848. The third in 1870. And then 100 years later, they adopted their fourth and final, I guess not final, but current one, in December of 1970. The most recent constitution added some new concepts to the Illinois Bill of Rights. Most notably is forbidding discrimination based on race, creed, color, national ancestry, or sex in employment or in housing, and also prohibiting discrimination against the physically or mentally handicapped. Little sad it took them until 1970 to get that added in there, but we do what we have to.
Tiff, you can find a job there. Mentally handicapped.
Fuck off, Casper.
Okay, we have the executive branch, which includes the governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, attorney general, treasurer, and comptroller. All of these officials are elected to unlimited 4-year terms, so no term limits. And then the governor has power to reorganize the state government, so pretty decent amount of power.
So wait, he can say, no, I don't like it as it's going. I want to do it another way.
Yeah, I guess.
So he can be a dictator.
Sure. So the General Assembly in the state of Illinois is made up of a 59-member Senate and a 118-member House of Representatives, so pretty large. Senators, I thought this was interesting. So senators can serve 2 4-year terms and 1 2-year term each decade. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's 10 years.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay, so they can serve, I don't know. I'm like, well, if you serve, but I guess if you start, like, if you're elected in 2012 or whatever, then you can only serve until 2020. And then you have to, you know what I mean? Because, like, you can serve up to the full 10 years in a decade, but if you don't start at, like, 2010, if you start at, like, 2012, then you can only serve for 8 years.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And then the House of Representatives, they serve 2-year terms. They're really boring in the House. The Senate is a lot more complicated for some reason. The judiciary branch is made up of a 7-member Supreme Court. They are elected to tenure terms in partisan contests, meaning they're elected based on party. So, I mean, you vote for your Republican, you vote for your Democrat, and whoever wins gets a 10-year term on the Supreme Court.
Gotcha.
And then the final thing about the government that I thought was kind of interesting is Illinois is one of few states that have mosquito abatement districts.
What is that?
Like, I guess they have a real big mosquito problem in Illinois.
Do they go and ask the mosquitoes to move very nicely? You cannot live here. Can you please move out of this area?
All I'm hearing is that Derek would have so much work in Illinois if he wanted to. He could be part of the mosquito abatement district.
Well, Lake Michigan is right there, right? That's a big Great Lake there, or
Yeah, I was just thinking about all the
so
lakes that are probably around there.
that makes. I mean, it's kind of weird they have a state department dedicated just to that, but it kind of makes sense.
Well, they have a river that flows backwards too, so you know.
So
They do?
Britannica,
Yeah, the Chicago River flows the wrong way.
Weird.
oh, like the Nile.
Sorry, I thought you knew that.
No. I know now. I must have fell asleep that day in class. But
So Britannica didn't say what the other states were that have mosquito abatement districts, but now that you mentioned that, Casper, I wonder if it's like the other states around like the Great Lakes and stuff. I don't know. Guess you'll have to look it up.
Mysteries. Mysteries. Fine.
All right. Weird laws.
Yeah.
So my source for weird laws this time was WGNTV.com. So the first few laws that I'm going to go through are statewide, and then after that, they are city specific. So let's get into it. First one says it's illegal to leave grass clippings in the street after mowing your yard. They consider that to be littering, which they say it's a weird law. I think that's
kind of a normal
That's
thing.
like a
It's
law here
common
in Nebraska.
decency. It's
Yeah.
Everybody should do that. But anyway. Next one is it's illegal to hang anything from your rear view mirror.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is a law here because I always used to hear that growing up. Is you're never supposed to hang anything.
I think it's like if it's like
Because it's
I don't know.
considered obstruction.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
so
if
I
it's
got pulled over
massive.
once for that, but I think the cop was bored. So
I was gonna say I'm surprised I never have because I have a mirror hanging from my mirror,
I
so I
just
can
have
see
our
kids.
girls' weekend necklace hanging from mine. But it's not an obstruction. Next one says all bachelors must be called quote unquote master instead of mister by their prospective female suitors.
Nope.
Oh hell no!
Nope.
Yeah.
This
That
is
ain't gonna
not
happen.
no BDSM shit.
Hell no.
I mean, if you're into that, go for it.
This is
but
no
I
Christian
think
Grey.
I think it's weird that it's like the fact that it's on the law books is a little weird.
Brandy, what are you doing? It's so loud.
is that still a law, Caitlin?
Apparently, said they thought so.
Don't say you're gonna move to Illinois. Don't even say it.
No, it just seemed like that would
You're
still.
not single anyway, so
No, it just seems like that would still be on there because it kind of feels to me like a master-slave type language.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't even thinking of BDSM. I was thinking of like slave type thing.
I was trying to make a paper airplane, but I couldn't remember how to fold the paper, so I made a fan.
freaking paper fan. Jesus, child.
Brandy, you're so pretty.
Why did we invite you to join the podcast?
I didn't fall asleep in class. I got distracted in class.
That makes so
Why
much
is that
sense.
such a Moxie thing to do?
It's so true. Like, you know, she says all these things about Moxie, and I'm like, that is literally you. Like, she
Yes.
is your mini through
It's
and
my
through.
undiagnosed ADHD. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
All right.
I listen better when my hands are doing something.
That's what she said. Next weird law. I says it is possible to be arrested for eavesdropping, which means I would be in the slammer all the time.
Eavesdropping?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So they said depending on the case, you could be convicted of a class 4 felony offense and face up to 3 years in prison.
Just for
Holy shit.
eavesdropping?
Yeah.
Is that like a state law?
Yes.
How extent is the eavesdropping? Because, like, today I eavesdropped on my boss's phone call because somebody was getting in trouble and I really wanted to know.
Ooh.
I have absolutely done that. Like, if my boss has to call somebody to yell at him, I'm like, can I come listen?
Yeah, I mean, her door was open, my door was open, and the hallways are really echoey.
It just seems like a law where someone is overhearing politicians talk about something illegal
Yeah.
and then spilled the beans, so they had to make a law to make it illegal.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one I don't quite understand. It says it's illegal for a barber to apply shaving cream to a customer's face using their fingers.
Instead of the, like, little brushy thing.
Oh, I was like, how
Yeah,
else do
okay.
they?
Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't thinking about that.
I
Yeah.
was like, are they supposed to use their feet or their face to apply it? Like,
Their
Well, I
tongue.
was like, do they have to have gloves on or like? But no, the brush thing makes sense. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
I mean,
Okay.
does it really, though? Because
Well,
still.
I mean, would you rather have someone's dirty fingers going or a brush?
oh yeah,
Or-
I want it all up in there. I want my pores
Yep.
clogged with their nastiness.
I don't even want them to wash their hands before they,
I want to
Messy
just get out of the
thing.
bathroom,
yep,
not even
Yep.
wash their hands.
just get up all in that. I don't even like
Yep.
it when my kids touch my face, so.
Okay, these next few are city specific. So, starting with the city of Normal, it's illegal to make faces at dogs.
To make a face
So
at the
Caitlin,
dog,
you
or
would
make
be
a
in
face
so
at
much
you?
trouble.
Kaylin, I feel like you just should not visit the state of Illinois at this
No.
point.
No,
you would not be able to
it's
go.
not gonna-
"Oh, it's
Yeah. It would not end well for me. I would be incarcerated.
Brandy, put that damn pen away.
Well, I put the
Jesus.
paper away because you said it was too loud.
Yeah, but now I'm just watching you
I know, you need to
take the lid off.
focus here.
put the
Focus.
lid back on.
I am focused.
Remember, she listens better when her hands are occupado. As long as Gabe doesn't come in there.
I
He's not
wasn't going
even-
to say it, but I was.
Game doesn't come.
He's not even home.
Oh my God.
He's not even home from work.
Oh,
I probably won't see him till like almost 10. I'll probably already be in bed.
gross.
What's up, buddy? Oh, I guess you can have your phone charger. Give it back.
Oh, give it
No,
back.
no.
But you have to come say
Jalen.
hi.
Hi,
Hi,
buddy.
Jalen.
Hi.
He still wears the pants with the hoodie tied around his waist. His like mid waist, his natural waist, right under the chest.
It's It's fine. Whatever he's comfortable with.
I'm like,
Hey.
dude, it's like 98 degrees outside. You sure you don't want to wear shorts and
Hey.
stuff?
Let him
I
do
wore
him.
this all day.
I wore
What'd you
jeans
say?
all day.
You're
Oh,
inside
you
an
do?
office all day.
True.
I have a fan going on in my office all day because I sit there and freeze to death. So
You have a fan going and you freeze?
heater. I meant a heater.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, a fan that's blowing hot air at me.
Up you.
Are you sure it's not the
Up
air
your
from your
skirt?
head?
I don't wear skirts, so
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Okay. Next three laws are in Chicago. First one is you could be considered to be a vagrant if you have less than $1 on your person.
oh
shit.
shit.
My bad.
Which I'm thinking is probably not enforced anymore in this day and age of basically no cash or very little.
Yeah.
So
I would
again,
hope
I can't go to Illinois. I never have cash on me. Next one, also in Chicago, says it's illegal to fish in your pajamas.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
damn it.
Early morning fishing is the best.
Yeah. So you can't
I
put
didn't
the
want to
kids
get
in their
dressed.
pajamas when you go fishing.
My pajamas are my boxers. So I can't do that?
Ew.
Please no.
You can't do that for other reasons, honey. Okay, and this last one in Chicago, there's like 3 in 1, and they're all dog related.
Uh-oh.
So it's illegal to give dogs whiskey.
Oh.
So no Jameson for the puppies. It's illegal for your pets to have bad hygiene. So
Asher,
You
here
need
they
to
bathe.
shower more often, buddy.
And the final one makes me laugh. It says it's illegal for you to take a French poodle to the opera.
Oh, one little classification.
It's oddly specific.
Well, I will take my Great Dane to the opera then.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
definitely
Because
had to
there's
happen
no
before.
law against that.
Tiff just
What if
shows
it's
up
not-
with
What
Ted.
if it's an American poodle and not a French poodle?
I'm not taking Foster to the opera. That would be a disaster.
He likes classy stuff, though.
Hi, Bubba.
Hi, Foster.
I think we should put a top hat on.
Oh, maybe.
And a beard.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Like
would last.
Abe Lincoln. Dress
Okay.
him up as Abe Lincoln for Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, he is tall enough, I would say. He's very lanky
He's
dog.
got a very Abe Lincoln-like stature.
I think so. Little Foster Pooey.
Don't you?
I say that like I'm not in the exact same house, but
You want to
You
look
got
like Abe
another
Lincoln?
okay. And last weird law that I have, which is also pet related, is for Zion, Illinois, or Zion, not 100% sure. But it says you cannot give a lit cigar to a dog, cat, or any other domesticated pet.
The fuck?
Like I said, they want to look classy. Come on.
Well, what if my chimp likes to smoke?
Well, then your chimp's gonna have to figure out a way to quit.
Well,
Is a
damn
chimp
it.
really a domesticated animal?
I can domesticate it, yeah. According to that new chimp show on HBO, I can.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So they came out with a new show called Chip Craze, like Tiger King. It's from the same producers as Tiger King, but now it has to do with chimpanzees and people who own chimpanzees.
Chimps are the last creature that I want to own.
And they are actually very aggressive when they get older.
I was gonna
Chimps?
say, chimps are terrible.
Yes.
All right, moving on. I have 2 funny news articles. Illinois didn't give me as funny of news as I was expecting. I thought with how big it is and with Chicago, Thought I'd
I was
find
gonna
some
say
funnier stuff.
Chicago.
Yeah. But I found two that I think are funny. So this first one is from Patch.com. The headline is driver with quote-unquote emergency beer.
Emergency beer?
Emergency beer.
I have one of those.
So this article is published on January 12th of 2022, and I'm going to read it pretty verbatim. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but what I read will be a direct quote. So this happened in Hinsdale, Illinois. It says, a man was shifting explanations about why he had open beer cans in his car early in the morning of New Year's Eve, was arrested on charges of drunken driving and battery, Hinsdale police said. Whew. I don't know if I can pronounce his name. Biladius Priam, 31 of Wakanda forever, was taken into custody. Was taken into custody shortly after midnight on December 31st. He was stopped after being seen speeding 78 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone on Route 83 in Hinsdale. When an officer pulled over his car, the officer said he noticed the man's eyes were watery, which is often a sign of intoxication. He said he had been crying because he'd had a rough couple of weeks, which I get it.
I would cry too.
However, this didn't stand up because the officer then pointed to the open Budweiser cans in the rear passenger door behind his seat, but he said he, quote, declined that. The officer said he laughed because he was unsure what he was declining. And the officer said it was physically possible for him to reach in the back and grab the beers. So at that point, he claimed that he drank the beers in the car with his cousin the day before. So then they found a cigarette. So a cigarette inside one of the cans appeared to be the same type as the one he was smoking. And when he was outside the car for the sobriety test, the officer told him he could smell alcohol coming from him. But the man said if the officer smelled alcohol, it was coming from the beer cans in the back seat.
Okay.
No, that all sounds pretty circumstantial.
I still don't see
You can't
enough
smoke
evidence
the
here.
same. You still can't smoke the same brand the day before as you are right now. It's got to be two different brands.
I think this is. I don't see any evidence of pulling him over yet. Come on.
No.
So after he was handcuffed, his demeanor changed and he began using foul language. When an officer found an unopened Budweiser beer can in the glove compartment, he said it was an emergency beer.
Everyone needs one of those.
Homeboy has kids.
Yes, exactly.
Homeboy has kids.
Let me just put my emergency wine bottle in there.
Yeah, right. My emergency joint.
Yeah.
As he was driven to the Hinsdale police station, he told an officer they were going to war. He continued to utter obscenities. At the police station, an officer handed him a document, which the man threw back at the officer, hitting him in the shoulder, and then they added battery to his charges.
For a piece of paper hitting him in the shoulder?
It really hurt.
It
I gave
hurted.
him a deep paper cut.
That paper cut.
So,
Oh my gosh.
this guy got charged with DUI, battery, speeding, and possession of open alcohol by a driver.
The battery was just because he was throwing a tantrum. Like, give him a break. Right?
Well, I mean, he said they
He
were
had a
going to
rough
war.
week.
Yeah. And he just went to war.
All right, so just so everybody knows, can't have an emergency beer in the car. Gotta hide that shit.
Only in Illinois.
True. All
This will
right,
have
and
empty
then
beer cans in the back seat, so they don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
It's my decoy.
All right, and then my last news story. This is from WSLS.com. And I actually remember this when it happened. So the headline is Oscar Mayer Wienermobile flips onto its side after crash along suburban Chicago highway. Do you guys remember hearing about this?
I do.
I think I vaguely remember.
All right, so this happened just a couple months ago. So the article was posted on July 23rd of 2024, so pretty recent. And the article is really short, so I am going to read it verbatim. One, because it's short, and two, because they throw in a couple puns that I thought were really funny. So this happened in Oak Brook, Illinois. So an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile got into a pickle on a Chicago highway.
A pickle?
A pickle.
Oh, man.
The hot dog-shaped Wienermobile hit a car. Because what else do you do when you're driving a Wienermobile? You run into a car.
And you're in a pickle.
Yeah. So the hot dog-shaped Wienermobile hit a car Monday morning along Interstate 294, and its driver lost control and overcorrected, causing it to roll onto its side near the Chicago suburb of Oak Brook, Illinois. No injuries were reported after the crash, which prompted the closure of the right lane of northbound I-94 for more than an hour. A spokesperson for the Oscar Mayer brand, which has several Wienermobiles, told the Chicago Sun-Times it's, quote, grateful that everybody involved is safe and there were no injuries, end quote.
Oh,
Video
good.
from the crash scene shows that the yellow and orange Wienermobile was later hauled away on a flatbed truck with apparent damage visible on the part of the vehicle. And I can't stop laughing at the fact that somebody crashed the Wienermobile. Like, can you imagine explaining that to your insurance? Like,
Oh, no.
yeah, I got assholed by the Wienermobile.
I got screwed by a giant wiener.
I got fucked by a wiener.
I was thinking when they picked it up, that bun probably all crusty and stuff, and that's just falling off.
It all
What's
crumbled
wrong with
apart.
you? The way your brain works.
The fact that it doesn't.
It's there.
Well, you do get MRIs, so yes, there is proof it's there.
I seen it.
All right. That's all my stuff.
So no one goes now?
Fuck you. I'm gonna start off with this town. Effingham. I'm gonna Effingham you.
Okay.
That is a
Jeez.
town in Illinois. It's called Effingham.
There's one in
Effingham.
Kansas, too. I've been there. It's not nothing.
There's also Booty.
Booty.
There you go.
Booty, Illinois.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
I am a booty man.
Why?
Why, Illinois?
No, that's a town. Why?
Oh,
What?
why?
Oh, why?
Why?
Oh,
why?
I thought it was just why.
No, it's
I thought
H-U space U-Y-E, and it's pronounced Hum-Y.
Why?
Illinois.
They can't even spell it right.
Sandwich, Illinois.
Nice.
Yum.
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo?
Kickapoo.
Don't kick
And it's
poo.
spelled exactly Kickapoo. No H.
Poor Pooh Bear.
Hankyville.
Hanky?
Hankyville.
Hanky.
Hanky?
Pankyville.
Hanky.
Oh, panky. Like hanky
Like-
panky.
Panky.
Like, do the hanky panky?
Yep. Disco. Disco, Illinois. Chicken Bristol. Illinois.
What?
Yes. Bone
Okay.
Gap.
That sounds gross.
No phones can work there.
Goofy Ridge.
Well,
Goofy.
have you seen it?
Booze. BOOS. Booze.
That's where I want to live.
Moonshine.
Oh,
Illinois.
okay.
There we go.
I am wearing my Old Smoky Moonshine shirt, so.
Cave in Rock. Illinois.
Nobody's rocking caves, so that's quite a feat.
Time Well.
Okay.
Ransom. And Low Point.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I get that low point.
I got those from WindyCityCost.com, by the way. But yeah. So we can all move to Pankyville. Our booty. I just want to say I live in Effingham. I'm gonna Effingham. There's also Muddy, Illinois. And St. Elmo.
Elbow?
Elmo. Like
Elmo.
the little red
Oh.
Sesame character, Elmo.
Like
St.
that when
Elmo.
he's high.
Uh-huh. But yeah, that's all I have.
Those are good names.
Yeah.
You got any
It's
interesting
amazing.
facts, or is that it?
Nope, that's it. My computer won't turn on. It like completely crashed. Because I had some haunted places too that we could have talked about. But my computer really it crashed. I can't turn it on anymore.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go
And
then.
that's the story of my life right now.
Speaking of mosquito abatement district, I just had to kill a mosquito.
Tell him it's okay as long as he's quiet.
All right, so the topic you guys wanted to talk about was the Olympics, which are now over for a week now? 2 weeks?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah. We're in between the Olympics and the Paralympics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paralympics started today, I think.
Oh, did they?
They did start today.
So it started back in 776 BCE and Mount Lipid in Greece. Honor the god Zeus. They were held every 4 years. When it first started, there was just one event, the 600-foot run, which, if you want to put that into perspective, that's 193 meters. So that's less than a 200-meter dash by 7 meters. That was the first event, the only event there, first year, couple times. And then they started having every 4 years. And then they had different games pop up in between years and all that. And it became a big Greek event, or even like artists and sculptures were even having contests and all that. Of course, what we know as the Olympics are called the modern games because they actually stopped for a couple hundred years and started back up in 1896 in Athens. As you know, their athletes were all men, and they competed naked. The reason they competed naked was to make sure that there was no women in it. It wasn't just to show off their masculinity, it just make sure that women weren't involved in the games.
And now we have the issue with it going the opposite way.
I really don't want to watch the Olympics where everybody is naked. That sounds gross.
Nudity was pretty common back then, though.
Where everybody was naked.
Oh.
Because they were naked to make sure that they were men and not women. And now I say that now we have it going the opposite way where men are trying to say they're women.
Right. Nudity probably was common. Hold on, I gotta go
Well,
tell.
look at their sculptures.
I gotta go tell my family.
Common, but I
Okay,
don't
go
want
tell
to see
your
it.
family bye.
You guys can keep talking though, sorry.
So, they still had to take care of their skin. They had to make sure They had actually covered their bodies with olive oil and then dusted with fine sand.
Sounds like they're prepping themselves to be a pizza dough.
Yeah. It helped regulate their body temperatures since they didn't have clothing and stuff.
Why our athletes still wear so little now. Hi, Zane.
Zane. So some famous athletes of the old Olympics. Theogenesis of Thasos won over 1,300 victories in ancient contests, including boxing, and Prankton. I don't know how to say it. Was kind of like an everything goes wrestling boxing, except for biting and gouging.
Huh. Okay.
Jab that dinner roll in.
No.
So here's how they do it. The original one was just 5 days. The first day they would do
Casper.
Hi Zane. They
I could just see the side of your head.
You can only see side of my head?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to read and stuff. This better? But I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I go blah 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 blah. It probably makes as much sense.
Let him talk, okay?
So, the first day is where they pick judges to respect the rule, make sure everyone knew what the rules were, and all that. The second day, it was the equestrian event, but there weren't like today. The most popular one was the 4-horse chariot race. There's more horse races and stuff like that. It wasn't be like jumping and stuff like that. It's just more races. They also had the pentathlon, which had discus, long jump, javelin, running, and wrestling, discus throw, and the long jump, and javelin throw. The third day is where they would make a great sacrifice to the gods, where they'd sacrifice 100 cows for Zeus, and then they actually share the meat with everyone. Cook the meat and share the meat with everyone. Is there. Fourth days were the foot races.
At least they were that nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought you were going to say they sacrificed an athlete.
No, I mean, they might have, but that's not going to be to the fifth day.
The loser gets sacrificed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the fourth day they had the stadium race, which was, like I said, it's 6 feet or 600 feet or 192 meters. They would have the Diallos, which is 2 lengths or double stadium. The Dolachos, which was the long distance race, which was 7 to 24 laps. They would have a race in arms, where this was probably the only time where they were actually in some sort of clothing, because they had to wear a helmet and carry a shield. They had boxing, wrestling, and then the Prankton, which I said they had. It was pretty much an all-go thing, except for biting or gouging out the eye, or putting your fingers in an opponent's nose was also illegal. So the fifth day was pretty much the celebration day and the punishment day. So they celebrate the victorious ones with ribbons or palms, or even sometimes they got a little crown. But for those that cheated, they got whipped. Or it's funny. So if they cheated during the race, they'd get whipped. But if they committed more serious offenses, they had to pay a fine. Which they used.
Okay.
Yeah. Which they used to build statues for Zeus and Elis, with the names of the cheats were inscribed on their base. So maybe that was their way of punishing them.
Can you imagine wrestling naked?
No.
Like,
Are you still stuck
Well,
on
I guess I do. Kind
well,
of.
he said they wrestled and then they were naked. I'm like, you'd be like balls deep in someone. It's like,
How does it feel?
Pretty sure that's called 69.
or like, I hope nobody, like, you'd get it like up the back end at some points in time or something.
Whoopsies.
I'm pretty sure they're probably not hard. I mean, they might be. I don't know.
Well, you never know.
So that's kind of the original Olympics go. Of course, now the modern Olympics started back in 1896. I do have some interesting facts there. Um, so the women weren't actually allowed to compete in the Olympics until 1900. So even the first one back, women still weren't allowed, but the second one they were. There's been 4 athletes who won medals in both the Winter and Summer Olympics, but only one of them, Christina Lugener Rothenberg, won medals the same year in both Winter and Summer. And it used to be they were held the same year, and then sometime they switched it to where it's held, each one is separated by 2 years. That's how she was able to win. The official languages of the games are English and French, with a complement by the official language of the host country. So that's even though when you hear them, you can still hear English announcing and stuff like that, is because it's technically an official language of the Olympics. So they have to announce it in English.
I actually wondered that because I was like, obviously, not everybody at the Olympics speaks English as a first language. So
I just didn't know the French because I never heard the French in like any other countries. Of course, this year is in Paris, but I really wasn't listening for French announcing.
yeah, I'm surprised it's not Greek or something.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. That was...
When was the last time the Olympics were even held in Greece?
2004?
Yeah, I think so.
I think either 2000 or 2004. So, like I said, artists and sculptures there they even came there in the old ones, but it's just pretty much more like to sell their work. In 1912 to 1948, painters, sculptors, architects, writers, and musicians actually competed for medals in their fields.
Also, you were right, honey. It was 2004. It was the last time they hosted, and it was the Summer Olympics.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Did you say it was in 2004?
Yeah.
Sorry, I also looked, so I was about ready to tell, and then I got distracted by a child.
Oh.
So,
look at the cute baby.
Look off your
baby.
Thank you.
So the Olympic torch is lit the same way every single time. It's held by an ancient ceremony in the Temple of Hera in Greece. So from there, that's where it gets started. If the torch ever goes out during the Olympics, they have to have a backup torch start again from the Temple of Hera and delivered to where it's at. Really?
Huh.
That's the only flame that's allowed to be used.
Oh.
Who?
So here's some other sports that are not part of the Olympics anymore, and the first one doesn't make any sense to me. Solo synchronized swimming.
Oh.
Wait a minute. How do you have a solo synchronize?
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm in sync with myself. Ooh.
That's the easiest competition there is, I guess.
Unless they have to make sure that they're synchronized with the music.
That's the only way I can think of. But,
yeah.
Tug of war. Rope climbing.
They should have tug of war over whatever that rap dancing was. Break dancing was this year.
Do they have dodgeball? Have they ever had dodgeball?
No, but there's some other good ones here. Hot air ballooning,
Ooh.
rope climbing. This is a good one. Dueling pistol.
Oh, they should bring that one back. But it'd be like
Like
a laser beam instead.
laser beam.
To see whose laser beam hits who first, instead of actually shooting each other.
So, laser tag.
Yeah.
Tandem
You don't want
bicycle.
athletes actually.
Nope. They had tandem
Kailin,
bicycle.
Silas.
Swimming obstacle race.
What? I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Plunge for distance, which it does not describe it, what that actually is.
Lunge for distance.
Yeah, my guess is like try to dive out as far as you can.
I wonder if that's like long jumping
long
now.
jump?
Yeah, well, I think it's like in water though, or something like that.
And what?
And in the 1900 Olympics in Paris, this is the only time this event took place, and I think it was just try to help with some population control. Live pigeon shooting.
Oh,
Live what?
Pigeon shooting.
What?
Interesting. Well, now they have targets instead of. I'm just gonna tell you good night.
So, the 5 rings of the Olympics, has everyone been curious what those actually mean?
yes.
They just represent the 5 inhabitable continents of the world.
Oh.
And the 6 colors, the blue, yellow, black, green, red, and white in the background, they're chosen because every nation's flag contains at least one of them.
Oh.
Huh.
What about the
You know-
Paralympics? What do their symbols stand for?
I never looked that up because you just asked for the Olympics. So, the Olympics Games been hosted by 23 countries. Caitlin would like this one. The first official Olympic mascot was Waldy, a Dachshund, in the 1972 Games in Munich.
No.
2016 Games in Rio was the first time they were held in South America. And I think I have a couple more here.
My computer is about to die. Hold on.
So this is kind of cool. I didn't know about that. Medal winner not only get like a medal and stuff like that, they also get their name etched in the Olympic Stadium of that year's tournament, so they could always be part of the wall of that.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
They used to have children compete. Up until 1997, the International Olympic Committee ensured that only the people above 16 could compete. Doesn't say how
16?
young the youngest one ever won. Here you go, Brandy. The first Paralympic Games took place in Rome in 1960. They allowed veterans the chance to compete to rehabilitate. This guy competed in the real Olympics. Olympic gymnast George Iser won 6 medals with a wooden leg in 1904 games.
Whoa.
Interesting.
What do you guys think about the fact that the Paralympics aren't allowing athletes to have the Olympic symbols on them? Like, if they have the Olympic symbols tattooed on them, they either have to cover it up or they're not allowed to compete.
They did that for the regular Olympics this year too.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of those athletes have the Olympic symbols tattooed on them.
They had to cover it up, and I know one athlete refused to cover it up and got disqualified.
But I know I saw a lot of them though.
So did I.
Because, like, I watched all the gymnasts, and they all had them, like, on the
Yeah.
inside of their wrist and stuff like that.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of swimmers who had them too.
Yep.
All I know is they weren't supposed to have them.
Yeah,
I
I just
know
know
one
there's a
person-
big thing about the Paralympics, and the one guy covered it up with, like, Sharpie or something like that.
Why
Sorry.
aren't they allowed to have it?
Because they're competing in the Paralympics and not the Olympics. And they're two
Okay,
different
but, like,
symbols.
The regular Olympics, why
Yeah.
can't they have it?
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Because, I mean, it's not like... I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
So in 1960 Rome Olympic Games, Bibi Bilica won the Olympic marathon, but he did it without shoes. 26
Oh,
miles
wow.
without shoes. He was also the first African to win a gold medal.
Nice.
Imagine
That's-
running that far with no shoes on.
No shoes.
That is impressive. Yeah. That.
Just
Ugh.
throw that baby around.
That would hurt. No, stop.
I would say my feet hurt just thinking about it.
Imagine the blisters on his feet that day.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Unless
saying.
that's something he does, like, all the time. He
Built
probably has,
calluses.
like, calluses built up.
In London, 2012 was the first time women were not banned from a single sport, and also the first time in history each nation sent a female competitor.
Hold on, in 2012?
2012.
that's really recent.
That's very recent. That's crazy.
And the longest remaining record in the modern Olympics is now 50 years old by Bob Berman in the long jump. He said in 1968 games in Mexico with a jump of 8.90 meters. And that record still stands today.
Do we know like how close anybody's gotten? Like, is it like a really big lead that he has, or have people gotten really close? Do we know?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Someone with a better computer can probably look that up.
It's fine.
I can't type there. Look it up yourselves. All right, so I gave everyone homework last time. Did everyone do it?
Nope. I don't even
Okay,
remember what it was.
so it's not that I didn't do it, it's that I didn't like. So that
What
is
was
a
it?
very hard thing.
You're supposed to go up and ask someone why they believe in something.
And it's very hard because you went political, okay?
You didn't have to go political.
I know, but
I don't talk to people.
the biggest subjects that people tend to think about are politics, religion, and then a belief of like, or not belief, position, I guess, in like abortion and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I went political because that's where you went. So I did talk to Dad and Derek, even though Dad doesn't remember it. And they both kind of settled on a little bit of the same answer of...
Wait. I don't care what their answer was. I really don't.
Oh.
What I wanted you to do is what did you learn from that particularly?
Ouch.
It's too peoply out there, and I don't do that.
Well, what do you mean?
So, did you
Tyler.
agree with their stance or not with their stance?
Did you learn something new?
Or was there something there they said that you didn't know or think about before and thought, wow, that is kind of interesting, or something they said, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, or something they said, or made you change your mind, or maybe agree with them a little more?
No, and the only reason I say that is because when you ask somebody a question like that, like, what do you believe in or whatever, I'm
I didn't
more or
ask
less,
what they believed in. I said why they believed.
okay, why they believed in something. I have the way of thinking of everybody believes in their own thing and they have their own reason. And I am not a person that's going to try to shame them for that reason or try to sway them a different way. So I mean, it's not that I didn't learn anything. It's more or less like it's intriguing to know and see how other people's minds work when you ask
That's
questions like that.
kind of what I was wanting everyone to go to. I want
Yeah.
everyone to understand that the world isn't as black and white as we'd like to make it out to be. Because most of it's gray. We're not all
And
going to agree and all that or get along, but least we can do is respect each other, maybe come to understanding, say, hey, you know what? I don't believe in that, but that's cool if you do. This is what I believe in. Respect mine and all that. Don't You don't need to push your thoughts and feelings onto them, and they don't need to do the same thing to you. No one's going to agree. We're all humans. We all have our different values and beliefs, but least we can do is respect each other.
yeah,
I
and
work in government. We try not to talk about stuff like that.
yeah. I work with a lot of very religious people, and very right-winged people, so it's not at all what I hear. But it's funny that you mentioned that. And I know our two biggest fans are going to have something to say because they are very much black and white. And this is why I butt heads with Dad quite a bit when we talk about stuff like that because, I mean, like you just said, it's not my way of thinking that like it shouldn't be I believe. Nobody should believe what I believe. And May. And if you want to live your life the way that you want to live it, it's not who am I to tell you any different? You know?
No, it goes no matter which way of the spectrum you go on. No one's going to agree with you 100%. In fact, you should I just want people to be open to other people's ideas.
Yeah.
And at least maybe not understand or like them, but at least understand where they're coming from and respect. That's what they
Yeah.
instead of I'm right, you're wrong rhetoric. We
could have had a whole episode about this.
we can if you still want to. We do like a special episode. There we go. We can have special episodes of whoever wants to debate something that day.
We could have a whole venting sesh episode.
Yeah. Whoever wants to get on can just go off. But that was the only part of your homework I wanted you to do was just maybe you come with a more understanding of where someone stands, or have more of a civil discussion, which we don't have anymore in these days.
Yeah. It's very true. I don't think there are a whole lot of
We
civil
don't talk
discussions.
about that stuff at work, where I work. And it's a good thing we don't, so. We're in close quarters.
Yeah.
I won't give anyone homework tonight, this time.
Oh, good.
Unless you guys want to actually do your homework this time.
I say, did anybody comment or ask a question or?
Yeah.
Not that I saw in the email.
You guys got anything? I am a conspiracy theorist too. So if you want to there's a
You want to
conspiracy
talk
out
about
there.
conspiracy theorists? You should
Is
meet
there,
my husband.
is there a conspiracy out there you don't want to know more about, or you've been hearing recently you don't understand? I can answer that too for you. Or any other topic you guys want to know.
Conspiracy theories, like, scare me. Like, literally, like, I have anxiety over them because... And then I lose all the sleep in the world because I just, like... What if it really did happen?
Come live with me, and Gabe will change your mind very quickly about things.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you think one way, and then people start telling you their way, and I'm like...
Oh no, he'll
"Hey."
open your eyes to the truth, and you'll never want to
See?
sleep again.
But it's his truth. Is it the real truth?
So
Why don't you tell us what our next date is, and then maybe we can come up with something for Casper to research.
Okay, so our next state is Idaho. Not Idaho, Idaho.
you're
Okay.
the hoe.
Okay,
You're
Hey,
the hoe.
babe.
I betcha you will never
We're
guess
filming.
what
Hi.
We're
the
filming.
food is.
They just
Hi,
got a
kids.
hot kiss online.
Granny will watch that. She'll like it.
Yeah. We're at the end of it. Granny will see it and she'll like it. It was
Potatoes.
shut, but I heard you come in. Potatoes?
Potatoes.
The perfect
And
potato.
Shut the front door.
That's the perfect potato!
Hey, Brandy, do you still have that T-shirt making machine or whatever you do?
I do not know.
I was thinking like you could like make T-shirts for each one of us of something we said or like little catchphrase of us, and then we wear it around and kind of
Oh,
temp our brand.
and Barbara. Tiffany's would say the perfect potato.
Yes.
No.
The worst
So, yeah.
nightmare Gabe said.
Obviously Brandy can't partake, but the potato, so make any dish that has potato
Oh.
in it.
Okay.
And then, so since we did an Irish whiskey this time, Idaho's
Is
drink.
it a potato whiskey?
No, I tried looking for a non-alcoholic drink, and it literally said Idaho does not have non-alcoholic state drinks. They are alcoholics. And I was like,
Well, okay.
So I'm gonna go with the Canadian whiskey. Black Velvet is their apparently state alcohol. So
Really?
Just remember, whatever whiskey you buy, you just give it to Dad. He'll drink it.
yeah, but I don't think he's a huge fan of Canadian whiskey.
Crown's Canadian.
What?
Crown is a Canadian whiskey.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
Pendleton's Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
He likes
You're
his
right.
Canadian whiskey.
Canadian
Okay,
whiskey tends to
just
be a
go
little smooth.
ahead. Yep, I don't know anything. My bad.
You know, you should cut your hair short, but just keep a ponytail of what they cut off. And then
I've
she
thought
could just
of that.
have that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shave my head is really what I'm gonna do.
I like the little foot that comes up every now and then.
Sometimes she wraps my hair around her foot. But yeah, that's what I got. Black Velvet. Yep.
Okay.
Caitlin?
Well, anything
us
for
with
me? Any topic for me?
Not yet.
Okay, you can just message me later. That's fine.
What are
Good
the
night,
benefits
Bailey.
of having a third child? That's a joke. It's a joke.
Good night, May May.
Say night-night. Hold on, Aunt Caitlin's gotta hit us with the
social.
The socials, yeah.
Okay. I'm ignoring my husband right now.
So we
And
normally
I'm
do
gonna-
it in socials.
Yeah, I have to watch myself during socials because you guys go weird and then I lose concentration. So, if you want more of this, first off, call your therapist. Second off, social media. You can find us on Facebook because I fell asleep in class. You can find us on Instagram at Because I Fell Asleep in Class, I think. I can't remember.
What?
Is our Instagram at Because I Fell Asleep in Class, or is it at Fell Asleep Pod? Oh, it's at Fell Asleep Pod. Sorry.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
I got the intro this time, but the outro's gonna be shit. So maybe next
Oh,
time I'll
it's all
get them
good.
both.
Oh, what was that?
So I don't know.
Sounded like somebody farted right on the speaker.
Okay, back to ignoring you crazy mofos. So Instagram is at Fell Asleep Pod. We do have an X account, Twitter account, but I don't post on it. But you can go at Fell Asleep Pod if you really want to see it. You can find us on YouTube. Type in Because I Fell Asleep in Class, and if you're currently listening to us, you can watch us on our YouTube. And then if you'd like to send us an email, give Casper some ideas of things to cover, or if you just want to give us constructive compliments, as Michael Scott says, you can send us an email to becauseiffellasleepinclass@gmail.com. And I really hope I covered everything. That was a shit show. But
I wasn't paying attention.
yeah, I know. And I was not paying attention to you.
Sounded good to me.
Ooh, thanks, Tiff. At least one person supports me.
See, bye-bye. Can you blow a kiss?
Bye, Mimi.
Bye,
Nuts.
guys.
Bye.
Hope you
Bye.
didn't fall asleep.
Bye.
End session for all. There we go.